How is it like when you get stopped by police or something? Ladies especially, do you get some attraction? Yo, what's up guys? So today I am here in Nanjing, to be specific, and I'm going to ask my brother here a few questions about driving. Sorry, I didn't get my seatbelt right. Let me get it together and then we'll continue. Safety first, yeah. So I'm here with my brother and we are going to talk about how it is like to, wow, this guy is going so speed, like so fast, bro. Take your time, man. So it's because he got a new car. Just take a look. This is Neo ET7. Yeah, so this is Neo ET7 and he's having a good time. The speed of the car is just phenomenal. And guys, I'm going to ask him a few questions about driving in China as a black person, as a black man. It's really hard to find black people drive here in China. So guys, this is a big opportunity and I'm going to ask him a few questions and we'll see how it goes. Guys, if you are ready, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let's do this. So your name is
Frank
from
Ghana. You can call me Frank.
Frank. Okay, great. So how many years have you been in China though, and what do you do in China?
I've been here for probably 6 years now, and I started as a teacher and now I'm doing marketing and sales. Okay, yeah. Great. So I want to know, how has been your journey driving here in China as a black person? How has it been in a general note? How has it been? Generally, it's very comfortable and pretty safe. I've never been stopped by the police or anything. Mostly drive around, like when you got your license with you, you just drive wherever you want to go to. And there's no way a police is going to stop you unless they're probably checking for an alcohol test or anything, something like that. But without that, you just drive safely, no problems, no one is stopping you or harassing you.
It's almost your turn for power swap.
It's always pretty stable, safe, and also very, how do I say, just it feels good. It feels good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how is it like to be able to drive in China as a foreigner, as a black person? Was it hard to get your document together? Was it easy? How was it like?
So this is how it's like. If you don't have a driver's license back home, you need to start everything afresh. Try driving school, and you go through all the 4 stages of getting a driver's license. But if you already have a driver's license back home, you just have to bring it back here. You translate the document.
It's now your turn for power swap. Tap on screen to start.
You change your, you translate your driver's license to Chinese. Then you study for the exam.
Okay.
And there are apps. There are apps that can help you. That can help you study for your test. And after you study for your test, you just sit for your test. You submit your document, and then you get your license the same day.
Okay.
I think during my time, I think I had the test. I did the first one. I got about 87.
Okay.
I think I needed about 100, more than 90. So I went again after a week and I got a 99. And then that same day, I got my license. They printed it for me in the same room and took a picture and everything. And that's how I got my license. So just leave it.
So at this moment, we just came to this new power store swap. Yeah, power swap to come change the battery.
Just 5 minutes.
And it takes just 5 minutes. Whoa.
See? So we'll see what it's doing.
I take it under.
Yeah, you go take the battery off. 5 minutes and you're done. You don't need to charge for 30 minutes.
I want to know, Has there been any instance where you got stopped? How is it like to get stopped in China, especially whilst you are different, you are a foreigner? How is it like when you get stopped by police or something?
I've never been stopped. It's like sometimes when you're driving at night, they can stop you for an alcohol check, but I've never been stopped to check for a license or to check whether you have some substance in your car or something like that. Never.
Okay.
It never happens here, but I think in the West and other places it happens. Back home too, I think things like that happen. But here, nothing like that happens unless they're checking for an alcohol test.
Okay.
即将进入领航。
So is it very rare to get that alcohol check you are talking about? Is it very rare or it's often?
Very rare. Like
Very
sometimes,
rare.
like during probably on Fridays. You see, Fridays people are not really working, so like after Friday, people go to the clubs and bars to drink. Like so, on those days they really check.
Okay, cool. We hear a lot of negativity about China. We hear a lot of positive, not really positive on the Western social media and stuff. But I want to know, like, is it really safe to drive here in China? Like, is it safe considering the roads, considering the other drivers? Would you say it's safe or it's not bad? What would you say?
I would say driving here, it's very safe. There are a lot of cameras all over checking your speed. The laws are really working. When you're crossing the lines and everything, there are cameras here and there are systems in place that really keep the drivers in check. And even when there are accidents, you don't really see people arguing. You just pick up their phone and just probably call the insurance company and they just do their stuff. So you don't really see angry drivers around, and like it's really safe.
Oh,
But you know, like people always like drive fast. There are fast drivers and people who are also driving very carefully. So that one is just human behavior. You cannot blame others. But yeah, it's really safe. The laws are working and everything is going well.
okay. I see. So, if someone wants to drive, if I got you right, they need to get a license, driving license from their home country, and then come.
That's if you already know how to drive.
Okay.
If you already have a driver's license back home, you just bring it, you translate, get the necessary test and document. You go to your city and then you try and take the test. It's in English. It's not in Chinese. In English. But if you don't know how to drive and you want to learn, just find an international driving school, especially in the big cities. There are places like that. So you find those places, you learn how to drive. They teach you, they take you through all the processes, and then you can get your driver's license. It doesn't take much. I think it's about 500 RMB for if you already have the license, and if you want to start from a driving school, probably 2k to 3k RMB. Should be okay. Yeah.
Okay. So from your experience driving here in China, which would you choose? Would it be the electric vehicles or the manual type of the gasoline types of vehicles?
I'm an EV car guy now. I love EV because it's pretty safe. It's like economical. You save a lot of money, just like we did now. We just went and within 5 minutes we changed the battery of the car. But if it was a gas car, you'd have to find a place to fill the gas and like pay extra money. But this was free. You get it? So like I'm all for EV. Okay. Acceleration is really fast, brakes and everything is really fast, and I think EV is the future. So probably if you have the capacity to buy an EV, just go for an EV car. The gasoline cars, they are still phasing out. And I think China is one of the biggest EV car markets in the world right now. All the big brands are even going for EV now. And when it comes to the Chinese brands, I think I'll choose this brand, the one I'm getting now. Like I'll choose this brand.
Neo, right?
Yeah, the Neo brand is like pretty cool. I've tried a few, but I think the brand is really good.
Okay, that's great.
And now what you can see is you can check the car plates. When you see the green plates are the EV plates.
Okay.
That's how you differentiate between the EV car and the normal gas car. See, the blue one is for the gas car, and the green plates are for the EV cars. So that's how they differentiate between the EV and the gas cars.
Okay. So how would you consider the prices of cars in China? I know there is hiring of cars, and then there is buying. How would you rate the prices? Is it too expensive? Is it good? The hiring. What do you need to hire a car or a vehicle here in China? Can you give us a brief on that?
So cars generally in China are like expensive. Like I think we all know this. Cars are generally expensive.
But
Even
people say things in China are cheap. What's your opinion?
It's just a myth. It's just a myth. Not like everything. If you're looking at production, production is really cheap.
Okay.
You got cheap labor and everything. But when you're looking at buying stuff for yourself, like it's not really cheap. Someone can just call you like, I want an iPhone. As if iPhone like maybe $100 or something, but it's not. So things are generally like just average, like not really expensive, but also cheaper as, compared to other countries. So cars generally in China are not that cheap.
Okay.
And there's you mentioned about the renting. So like you can rent a car for probably 200 or 300 RMB.
Per day?
Per day, yeah.
Day.
You can rent that car. Yeah, you can use an app, or you can go to a shop where you can rent a car there. Yeah, so that's the difference. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Combining your work life in China, how has it been so far?
It's been great if you have the right document and like you're doing the right kind of jobs. Like I think you're okay. You can do whatever you want to do, and like it's pretty safe. No one's really bothering you.
Okay.
If you're doing your taxes and everything on time, and then like it's really good.
Okay.
It's really stable.
I know this is one of the biggest brands in China, Neo. It's one of the biggest. Do you get any cultural shock from the locals where they look at you like, foreigner driving in China? Or do you sometimes get stopped by locals? You know, back home in some places, you strangers would be like, can you help me? Like, you know, like pause, like, can you stop and give me a ride or something? Is there something like that here?
No, those things doesn't happen here. You just drive your car and like people see you and like they're really surprised. Oh, a foreigner's driving a car. Like it's not common. So when they see like it's a bit surprising.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean they stop you and ask for rides or stuff like that. It doesn't happen that way.
Okay.
So I think it's just normal. Like people see you and they just feel okay. Yeah, it's a bit surprising, but yeah, it can be done. So yeah, no big deal with that.
Okay, that's really inspiring to. Okay. So do you get like some attractions while driving this car?
From the girls.
From ladies and from other people, like ladies especially. Do you get some attraction?
I've not had any experience with that. I'm just focused on doing whatever I do.
Okay.
That's not bad. I'm just mostly with my guys. So yeah, it's mostly with my guys.
Okay. So what are your last words, or what's advice or motivation will you give to people who would want to come to China to come and work like as you are doing, and you do drive? Life isn't so bad for you. What would you say to such people?
What I would say is whatever you believe in, keep believing in. If you have a supernatural belief, if you have a God, keep believing in your God, and don't just rely on the spiritual stuff. Try and put more effort in whatever you do.
Like putting in the work, right?
Put in the work, yeah. You have a belief, like in Africa we have like our belief systems, but no matter you're a Christian, Muslim, whatever, just believe what you do, and also believe in yourself, put in the work on yourself. Invest in yourself if you can. Learn other skills, because it may not be your certificate that may push you to your next phase, but probably the skills that you learn. Yeah. So just work on yourself, invest in yourself, and just be nice. Be just a nice human.
Okay.
Be a nice human being. Like be friendly. Don't be too arrogant and everything. Just smile. Be nice to people. Help people if you can.
Okay.
That's the best advice I can give to anyone.
Right on.
And if you want to come to China, just have a shot. Just come if you have the right vision, or like the right course. Just come.
Okay. So maybe finally, do you get some advantages or disadvantages being a foreigner and being a person of color sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, you may get it, but not a lot.
Okay, not a lot. Okay,
not a lot, you may get some.
That's great, guys. If you've watched till this point, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll surely bring you more. Lastly, how do you feel driving such a luxury car like this?
I feel great, man. Money is good.
Money is good.
Fucking
Made
money.
it.
Money is good.
Get money.
So guys, that will be it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Can you hit the screen of my camera? Let's go.